Hey guys, it's Mrs. Myers here. This is our second video on the topic of additive volume. You're going to need the same materials today that you needed yesterday. So please find a pencil, two colored pencils, and your math interactive notebook. Turn to page 10. Please feel free to pause and re-watch this video as many times as you need to understand the lesson. If you need to go get your materials, please pause the video now. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the image that's located at the bottom of page 10 in your interactive notebook. All right, so we need to find the total volume of the soil in all three planters. So let's take a look at what this image is showing us. We have planter A here on the bottom. A planter is a box that holds plants, flowers or vegetables or herbs maybe. All right, now we have planter B. It's a slightly smaller rectangular prism than planter A was. And then planter C it seems to be taller, but also much shorter than planter A and B. Let's take a look at what we already know. Planter A is 14 by 3 by 10. Well, I'm going to guess that the 14 dimension is the length here. I think we can all agree to that. All right, and then we've got the 3 by 4. Sometimes it's hard to tell which dimension is the width and which is the height. Let's keep looking. Okay, we've got planter B here, which is 9 by 3 by 3. I think we can agree that the length of planter B is probably the 9 inches. Okie dokie. So we've got the length marked in both. And we already know the length of planter C. Look, that's already been given to us. So I marked those all in the same color. Would you do the same, please? I'll wait for you. Okay. Let's take a look at the width of each planter. I chose a different color. I'm going to use the color blue for width. Alrighty, I see that planter C has a width of 3. It appears to me that planter C and planter B are the same width because I don't see any overhangs. I don't see any planter that's narrower than another. I see also that planter B and planter A are of the same width. So I'm going to assume that since planter C is 3 inches wide, that planter B is 3 inches wide and that planter A is 3 inches wide. That idea is supported in our dimensions here and here. Alrighty, I realize you only have 2 colors, and 2 colors is going to do our job. Alrighty, so we now have the height, okay? So I'm going to pick a third color just for clarity. You don't need to. Alrighty, so for the height of our prisms, I see a grand total height here, 13 inches. That goes from the top of planter C down to the bottom of planter a grand total of 13. If we take a look at which dimensions are left, we see that planter A is 3 inches tall. Planter B should be 4 inches tall. This is getting crowded. And then planter C is like a mystery height. So let's take a look at this. So if this is a grand total of 13, and this much of it is 3, and this much of it is 4, together that makes 7 inches. I'm wondering if you can figure out how many inches is left to make a grand total of 13. So we have 3 and 4, which makes 7. And from 7 to 13 is how far? If you said 6 inches, I would agree with you. Alrighty, so I believe that the height of prism C is 6 inches. Alrighty, let's think back to our volume song. Don't make me sing it. Length times width times height That's how we get our volume right, remember? Okay, so step one, we have found all the dimensions that we need. We have a length, width, and height for prism a length, width, and height for prism B, and a length, width, and height for prism C. We are in good shape. Now we are going to find the volume of each prism separately, and then we're going to add those three volumes together to get a total volume of all the soil in all three planters. All right, stay with me now. Find a good spot to write this down if you would. Okay, so we are going to write volume of prism A. Okay, what are those dimensions? These were given to us, 14 by 3 by 4. All right, now we've got volume of prism B. And again, that was given to us. We've got 9 by 3 by 3. All these dimensions are measured in inches, if you recall. So volume of prism C. Remember, prism C, we had to do some work. We had to figure out just how tall prism C was. And let's recall how we did that. We had a grand total of 13 inches here. We knew prism A was 3 inches tall. We knew prism B was 4 inches tall. 3 plus 4 is 7. And 7 plus this remaining 6 gives us a grand total of 13. Okie doke. So, volume of prism C. Our length is 3. Our width is 3. And our height, remember, is 6. Alrighty. Now let's put together all our volumes. I know some of us aren't strong in multiplication of larger numbers yet, so I'm going to help you out here. Okay, I'm going to erase some of my work, some of my extra things here, so that it's clear what we're doing now. Alrighty. All right, so when we multiply 14 by 3 by 4, we get a grand total of 168 inches cubed. If you want to stick around for an extra multiplication lesson, I can make that in another video for you, no problem. All right, volume of prism B. When I see this work here, I see 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 9 is 81. I think we've all got those skills. Let's do this one more time. I see 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 6 is 54. Oh my goodness, look what I did. I wrote an incorrect unit here. I apologize. I should have written inches cubed, not meters cubed. What was I thinking? Alrighty, so volume of prism C, we have 54 inches cubed. What do you think of that? So we found the volume of each individual prism. Done. Now we need to find the total volume of all three. Alrighty, so the volume of the total planter. Oh, this handwriting is terrible. Okay, we have 168 plus 81 plus 54. I know you're all capable of these calculations, but this is a volume lesson, so I'm just going to give you my answer. You are welcome to pause and do the work on your own. So we have a total volume of 303 inches cubed. Let's do a quick review of why our unit is cubed. So here we multiplied inches times inches times inches, and that gives us inches cubed. Inches times inches times inches, inches cubed. The inches showed up 3 times in our calculations, and so the exponent for our unit of inches is a 3. Inches times inches times inches gives us inches cubed. But in this case here, we added. When you add units, you don't need to change their label. So inches cubed plus inches cubed plus inches cubed still gives you inches cubed. Ready? So the grand total the total volume of the soil in all 3 planters is 303 inches cubed. I hope this made sense to you, and if not, please just come see me and ask some questions. All right, have a good one, guys. Bye.